Welcome to Panther Sports Talk. We're talking all things UNI Athletics. He's Eric Braley. I am Brad Wells. Eric, last time we sat down and talked fall sports and the start of winter sports. Now we can kind of recap those winter sports and take a look at the spring sports. The highlight from the winter has to be the UNI wrestling program. Parker Kakaisen winning a national championship at 184 pounds with a lot of guys down at the NCAA championships.
Yes, several guys competing, a top 15 team finish, but by far the bright spot for, I would say, the entire academic year for UNI Athletics is a national champion. You don't get one every year. We've had some in track. We've had some in wrestling. Parker does it the right way. He is all class. He is all Panther. You're not worrying about him, hitting the portal. He loves UNI. He's finished third a couple times, runner-up last year. This goal is out in front of him all year long, ranked number one, and nobody beat him. And how dominant. I mean, he's getting major decisions. It's not like, he won that one 4-3. He was dominant and, in my opinion, the best wrestler in all of Division I college wrestling. And he's back for another year. So just awesome with the adversity the wrestling program had, the character that Parker had, and he is another national champion for the University of Northern Iowa.
And it continues UNI's stranglehold on that 184-pound weight bracket as well. Turning to basketball, both the men and women finish in the top third of the Missouri Valley Conference standings. Let's start with the women. Battled injuries early in the season, got healthy, lost Emerson Green for the last month of the season, but still competed at the Missouri Valley Conference tournament, got into the women's NIT.
Yeah, it's tough when you start slow and battling that tough non-conference and wins just weren't coming, but it's a marathon and they really played their best basketball toward the end of the year. Anytime you get postseason, that's a solid season.
Talk about having a sellout crowd at a women's basketball game. The Panthers hosted Iowa. Of course, the Hawkeyes and Caitlin Clark sold out a lot of arenas, but the Panthers had Caitlin Clark and the Hawkeye show here in November.
Top 5 McLeod Center memory of all time was seeing the crowd show up and for that awesome atmosphere. And the women's program deserves that, especially with the success they've had under Tanya Warren.
All right, now let's talk men's basketball as well. They seemed to be peaking as they got towards Arch Madness.
They did. They were really gelling, and I thought they were a team that could make the run. They were very close, and that's the tough thing is you want to be playing your best basketball at Arch Madness, and just came up a little bit short.
All right, there is an athletics director search happening at the University of Northern Iowa, and Eric, an announcement we expect to be made in the next week or 2 or 3. Certainly an important position for the University of Northern Iowa, and important right now as well.
We're getting close. I love the fact that Bob Bowlesby has stepped up. He's been an outstanding interim athletic director. He's not just sitting around twiddling his thumbs. He's making decisions. He's doing his part to make UNI Athletics a better place for the future. And I think he brings credibility to UNI Athletics. And I think we have a very good pool. And I know that we're going to hear names in the finalists very, very soon. But we need a good leader because now is just so critical for the future of UNI Athletics. We need fundraising. We need continue to bring better facilities and that leadership quality. Is it someone who comes from a Division II? Is it someone who comes from another mid-major? Is it someone like David who was an associate or assistant athletic director from a Power 5? I'm not sure who the right person is, but we need that energy and we need that next chapter for UNI Athletics with that leadership.
And they'll be coming in a very stable athletic department in terms of coaches that have been here for a very long time, and I've heard from some people it could be an attractive position as this might be the leader that would maybe hire some of our next head coaches here at the University of Northern Iowa. More with Eric when we come back here on Panther Sports Talk.
The Strategic Play of the Week, brought to you by Strategic Imaging, your one-stop shop for print marketing, signage, apparel, and promotional items.